Hello guys! Hello from Milan! Okay, it's so strange to vlog without Ellie. I'm so not used to do it and I feel so strange, especially in Europe. Maybe when we're outside of Europe it's more normal and when we're together it's easier, but I will try to make you a vlog from Milan. I am here for the Milan Design Week, which is one of the most amazing events of the year for me, one of my favorite times of the year here in Milan, because the city becomes an open exhibition where you can see different companies, different studios, different design places, like open, do exhibition. You can visit places that normally you cannot visit, like different apartments or like historical buildings. So it's very cool. I really love it. So I came here for the whole week and I will be going every day to different places. Today is my first day here and I came to Torre Velasca, which is this very tall building here, which is a historical building, and I'm not sure if you can come and visit it normally. Maybe you can, but now I could enter because of one company's exhibition. It was not an exhibition, it was just like to show their product. They're a tea house, like a Vietnamese inspired tea house, something like this. I will show you some stuff from there, but yeah, so I'm taking you along with me and I hope it's gonna be fun and I hope I can actually vlog and film different stuff. Now I'm going to H&M Home with Kelly Wessler, the exhibition they have. So let's go and see what they did. And yes, I'm taking you with me. So I hope you're having fun. Okay, look, the sun is out. So something very interesting is that there are whole buildings like the one behind me, like this one, that are of like the country. This was like the Dutch building, so a lot of Dutch artists, Dutch studios, so everyone there was presenting their stuff. There was a lot of students as well, so from different academies or different universities that they won something, or I don't know how, but they managed to be here and to have some of their products and stuff presented. So this was also super interesting. Now I'm headed to Polyform to see what's there, and yep. Hello. Okay, I'm home, and home this week is my friend's house. My friends live in Milan, in the center of Milan, and they're so nice to host me. You know, Paula from the vlogs from Argentina, and Chris, I think I have done a vlog in Milan, so you know her from there. So yeah, it's lunchtime. I decided to come back home. First I went to do some grocery shopping because the girls are super nice. They're giving me home and food and everything, but I wanted to buy some stuff. Plus I try to eat healthy and very clean, so I try to have food that is good so I don't have to eat some fast food outside of home. And since I was a bit tired, my feet were a bit tired in the boots, I decided to come back home. I did the grocery and I am here cooking, so I will show you now what I'm doing. So I'm doing some, this is not chicken, but I don't know exactly what's the name of this meat. But yeah, I'm cooking some of this on the stove, and then in the air fryer I'm doing some broccoli and sweet potato, and that's it, kind of. I bought some strawberries, some raspberries, and look at this beautiful day outside, and look at this view. I mean, they live in such a beautiful place. And yes, that's it for now. In 1 hour I have to go to the Gucci exhibition. Christina will be waiting for me there, so I'll see her there with some of her colleagues. But until then, I'm here and I'm gonna have lunch. Okay, I'm going out, and really quickly I want to show you my outfit. I hope you can see it like this. So I have this shirt with a turtle, like a high neck. Then my favorite jeans. I took this bag from Christina. I have no idea, I think it's mango, but I'm not sure. I put some rings. My hair is up because of the high neck, and then I put those earrings. And then I am with boots. So the whole day I'm walking around Milan with boots, which, believe me, I am a hero. I'm so proud of me. I did already more than 6 kilometers, 7 almost, of walking with boots. And I can tell it hurts a little bit, but looking good is more important at the moment for me. So I'm heading out to see Gucci. Chris will be there. And let's see, let's hope it's interesting.
Speaking?
I'm speaking.
Is it in English? Hello.
It's in English. Your favorite Spanish girl is here.
I'm back, bitch.
I'm gonna have a teeth. So,
oh my god, 4 minutes, amazing.
okay, so we're taking the tram and we are going to
Fábrica de los Vapores.
for an event, a party.
It's like a DJ set.
Yeah, I think they have something each evening, and today there was something with Italian music.
Ciao,
That's
bro, okay, I don't like this.
no, but girl, this is because of the wind.
I know, but I look like in an
But there's not gonna be wind in the fabrica. So yes, we're going there. And yeah, I have a vlog channel and I'm vlogging. I hope it's not a problem for you.
No.
Okay, good. So yeah, so we're going there.
She's famous.
Do you know that we are actually getting famous in Korea?
Ah, yeah.
There are some people who started reposting our videos and saying like, look at these girls, two sisters traveling the world and stuff like this.
Ya, pero ponte la pincilla para el... Sí.
Oh, perfect. So they were like following us, a lot of Koreans. But yeah, we're going to this party and we'll see how it is. So the girls are playing, it's like Nintendo Switch, and then we are waiting for the 4 here guys to move so we can play, but it's like they like literally just they give you to play. It's very strange because it's like there is the stage, it's a party, and then here you can just you can play Nintendo. But okay. Yes. How are you going? Good morning vlog. I'm sorry I'm without makeup, but I just did my hair with Christina's Dyson, and what's about the volume? Like, I mean, it got shorter, but look at this volume in my hair. And it's so soft. So today we're gonna see how long it will actually stay in my hair. And would me and Ellie rethink, because we were thinking already once and then we didn't buy, but rethink the idea of buying a Dyson. Wow. Okay, it's time for makeup, food, and I'll catch up with you and tell you about today later. But wow. Okay, I am out. I didn't film how I'm getting ready, but I promise I will film it someday. Here is my outfit for today. I put this top, then I'm having my suit, so bottom and a blazer. I put on my new Salomon shoes, again the same bag because it's so comfortable. And please, this is makeup and hair. Hair is herring, like it's so good. But yeah, I'm so happy. And now let's go because I think I'm a bit late. I'm going to the Vanity Fair exhibition. I think it's some type of an archive of Vanity Fair. I'm not sure exactly. It's not far from here, so I'm going there. This is my only thing that I have booked for the morning, and then I will walk around a bit alone, go to some of the more famous and expensive streets to see what's there, and then at around lunchtime I'm meeting with Paula and we're having the afternoon together. But yep, I wanted to film. This is Repubblica, this whole square, and I used to live behind this very, very tall building. This is the central station of Milan. So this is my neighborhood where I used to live, and I used to take this metro there to go to school, to go to work, to go everywhere, to go to the center. And I really love this area. It's one of my favorites still because it's super central, but at the same time it's so close to the station that you can travel easily. So yeah, I always recommend friends this area, even though it's close to the central station. It's super nice in my opinion. The Vanity Fair exhibition was one of my favorites from the whole trip because they gathered different artists who work with different types of materials like metal, wood, stones, and they show different techniques of how you can use this material. And the whole idea was not to be perfect, but more to show the process and to be able to see that when you work with the metal or when you work with whatever material you have, the choice is yours, when to start, when to stop, how to do the things. Okay, we are in the Nilufar Grand Hotel. It's a very interesting place. This is for the vlog.
I'm back.
Yes, Paul is back.
My forehead is really shiny.
Without you, I'm not so good at vlogging. When I see you, I remember vlogging, so good influence. But yeah, so it's very interesting because the space is like this. So you have the first floor and then two other floors like balconies around it.
Full of like mini spaces.
Yeah, it's like different rooms, and each of them is, I mean, they are all kind of in the same style but different. So yeah, very cool. I love it. It was very interesting. We can also walk down between the one there.
I like better
More the small rooms. I like that you can see this part from above, so you kind of like see another view.
It seems a bit too old, too vintage for me.
Yeah.
All of those things.
No, me, I will not put those things in my house for sure, but
I feel like that's kind of the vibe, like the Grand Hotel, and
Yeah.
like a bit more vintage.
in general, I like interesting things like this in hotels and restaurants, but not in my home. Okay, we decided to come to the Poke House in the Parco Sempione to have some lunch. I ordered the one with salmon, edamame, and avocado. And yeah, now it's time to eat, and then we'll continue our design week. We are going to see what there is inside the Castello Sforzesco, and there is also Triennale, so we'll go and see the things that are in Triennale. There are a few things there. So
Guys, we wanted to go to Aesop, that they did like an installation inside a church. There was a queue.
like
Crazy.
so long. Like
People is
so
so
long.
fucking crazy, bro. Like everybody, like
And they
everything is
wait.
so.
People waited this queue. This is
Everything
crazy.
is so hyped that
Yeah.
you cannot enjoy, because in order to go to the things that you want, you need to do like what, like 2 hours queue.
That's crazy.
We don't have that time. So
No.
it's getting really touristic, really crowded, really mainstream.
Yeah, a bit too much, definitely.
A bit too much. Let's see if here we can enter.
Yeah, let's hope here the line is normal.
Because if not, we can go back home and don't see anything.
Okay, we came to the Alessi one, and I want you to see how cool it is. They made it inside of this cortile of a building, and we just registered, so there are no spaces. But if we had registered earlier, there is a aperitivo registration, so you get a spot here, and they make you aperitivo there, which is so cool. And then the columns are literally the salt and pepper thingy, so super cool. I love it. It's a super cool idea. And then there was literally no line and anything. You can see Paula there. Hello. And then here they have presented. This is in honor of Ettore Sozzas, one of the big Italian design names. So some of the things I think are his designs, some are like in his honor. But yeah, look at it. That's the pavilion. It's amazing. Cheers! Cheers! Okay, good morning. It's our third day, and here is the outfit. Okay, like this. I am with this gorgeous skirt that has this golden belt, just a simple tee. Again, my black short blazer. I took this bag because it's more like boho cowboy, because I am with my cowboy boots. And then for the hair, I did it again. Okay, a woman just went out and she saw me. I got so awkward, but yeah. Okay, I haven't vlogged almost anything today, but I'm passing through one of my ultimate favorite places on earth and in Milan, and I wanted to show you. This is the square, like there's a square, Piazza Gaolenti, and then there is the park for it. It's close to this, the tower of Unicredit, and just see how beautiful it is. Every summer and spring we were doing picnics here, and it's amazing. It's so nice. Okay, very quickly, trying to update. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
We came to the Domus Academy reunion. So this is our university. We literally studied there. And now we're trying to find it. So, because it's not in the building where we used to study. Ah, okay. We found it.
Yeah.
So
We
yeah,
have it.
we are going to
We
the.
passed through the room that I met Isabella for first time.
Yeah, because we met each other first. I mean, I met Chris first from everyone in the university and from all of our friends. And then she introduced me to Paula, and I was with Chiara in the same group, and then everything happened. Okay, we're going.
You arrived right. You arrived late. Please is next to you. No,
I'm not.
no, put P.
P.
I think there is more P.
Okay, it's there.
¿A qué te digo?
We can see it.
Porque todo lo demás, everything else is...
Yay! Here we are. Here we are. Can I say that I can't wait to come to Korea for the big Americano? Like, I ordered Americano, and this is what I got. I can't wait for the long Americanos, like a liter of coffee when I go to Korea. Good, guys! Okay, that's my collection.
Bilingual.
I lived 2 years with this. I love you.
I don't want to see them now. Ya tú eres la cara más española que vamos. Tú eres más española que vamos. Sí, pero que a mí no me llama el
Okay, we came to this Spanish place and we are eating Spanish food with my Spanish girls for the vlog.